But what can we do from a spiritual perspective? You know, so let's take a deep breath together. And we go back from the place of listening and the place of our ears and the place of our eyes, watching, into a frame of spiritual practice, of meditation, of mindful prayer, of blessings, of good wishes, of loving kindness, whatever language it is that's familiar for you. Okay, and Phil, if you could please bring up Agnetha McCormack on screen with me. We're going to spotlight a blessing that Agnetha created. Agnetha's joining us from over in Scotland, which is why it's a little darker there than it is where I am. And she's one of our aspiring animal chaplains. So can you tell me, Agnetha, tell us a little bit about this blessing before we play it?
Well, because I'm Swedish originally, I always communicate with animals in Swedish. And I'm saying, well, my cat, he only speaks Swedish. So it's kind of also, I have to get my head around what blessings are and the meanings of them. And then I thought, well, the person or the being I'm with the most is my cat, who's just appeared in the doorway here as well now. And so I thought I need to make it about him or for him. And the only way I can catch him as well is when he in a certain mood. So that's usually in my messy bed.
Perfect, right? The messy, comfortable bed. Agnetha, you hit on something really important there. This practice of blessings and prayers that we do, if we can start it in our own homes, if we can do this as a daily way of doing something, then it makes it easy to extend it and extend it and extend it, extend it. Now, I love listening to the Swedish for one other reason as well. First, because my great aunts were Swedish, and so there's a little bit of kind of warmness here, but also for everyone else here. We can hear the love, we can hear the compassion, we can hear what's in a blessing, I think, differently in listening to Agnetha's than we might if we were focusing on the words, except for those of you who speak Swedish. So Phil, I'm going to ask you to take Agnetha and I out of the hot seat here and bring her lovely fabulous. And I'm going to ask, before you play that, everyone just goes again to that place of deep breath. And think of the beings that you live with, the beings around you, the beings you might cohabitate with, your furry family members or animal companions, whatever language is comfortable to you. What might it be like to do a practice similar to this when you see them in their comfort spot on your messy bed? Okay, Phil, go ahead.
Hej gubbies. Hej. Må ditt liv vara fullt av glädje. Må ditt liv vara fullt av kärlek. Och må ditt liv vara fullt av allt som du tycker om. Som är så roligt, skoj och kul. Och må ditt liv vara fullt av frid.
I love that. I can't stop watching it. There's that moment at the end where you stop and the eyes just kind of open like, keep going, lady. Or at least that's the idea that I like to put in your cat's head. Can you share with us a translation of generally what you were saying there?
Yes, so I start with may your life be full of joy. May your life be full of love. And may your life be full of everything that you enjoy that is fun and yes, enjoyable. May your life be full of peace.
Amen. So from that place of sweetness, folks, I invite you to enter into the chat today, a moment of sweetness, a moment of blessing for someone around you. A moment from that, we're often in that difficult, heartbroken space, but any blessings from that sweet, sweet spot. I'm going to offer to my cat Deacon May you know when your belly is full. So that perhaps when I come in after this session, there won't be the incessant asking me to open the food cabinet. So if anyone can think of any, beautiful. We have some coming in from Debbie and the Gang of Fur. Yes, bless the being whose remains Shale and I found by the river today. Yeah. And with that, Debbie transitions us from that place of sweetness for the living to sweetness for those who've passed on. So I invite you to place into the chat either moments of sweetness or moments of heartbreak and blessings for the people and the animals near and dear to you. Perhaps the 46 million turkeys who were slaughtered last week, needlessly, in my opinion. To those who were injured, killed, or involved in the recent shootings in Atlanta, Nashville, New Orleans, Mobile, Chicago, Houston, Colorado Springs, and 32 other shootings of humans this month alone. Perhaps the deer that are being shot that Ginny so beautifully told us how to extend compassion for. Any of these. And I see in the chat the women in Iran. Blessings to the precious deer and the precious turkeys, those suffering in the cold in Ukraine. For all of these, for all of the blessings that you are naming, the ones that are in your head that aren't making it into the chat. And for anyone who we're not sure of their needs right now, that they be offered compassion. For Thunder, may your life be full of joy. May your life be full of love. May you have everything you enjoy. May you experience peace. Just take a couple deep breaths there. And Judy Carmen reminds us of the words that many of us say every day at noon in the prayer circle of compassion. If I got the words right on that. Compassion encircles the earth for all beings. But that is our vision. Taking one more deep breath together, and I thank Agnetha for her sweetness and her beautifulness and willing to share and step up here today to be with us from far away, but not so, feeling not so far away. And Phil, if you could bring up our final prayer. And as we do this, as we say these words together that we say together every week, again, taking a deep, deep breath, connecting to that which is deep within us or outside of us, that which we direct our spirituality to or we receive our spirituality from. May all creatures everywhere be happy and free. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our life contribute to this happiness and this freedom for all. May it be so. Amen. So won't it be. Thank you, everyone, for another amazing Sunday service here